Am I the a-hole for locking up my valuables in my own house? I, 21 female, and my boyfriend, 23 male, have been living together for 2 years. There's always been a bit of a money struggle as I used to make more than him, and I usually pick up the slack in our household. However, recently I've started a new job and I'm making a lot less than I was before, which means recently I've become a little bit more cautious about the money that I'm spending. During our relationship, I would usually buy all of his toiletries and most of the household products. I told him I would not be doing this anymore as I need to cut down on my own spending. Also, he works and he's perfectly capable of buying his own things. So I thought that we agreed to this, but recently I've noticed that my really expensive skincare was being used, and a lot of it was being used, as well as my deodorant. I've asked him multiple times to just please not use my stuff, but he never listens, and I even ended up buying him his own stuff so that he would just use that and then stay away from mine. The thing that set me off was I bought myself a $220 face wash that's only supposed to be used sparingly. I have horrible eczema, and I have specific prescriptions for the products that I have to buy, which is why they're so expensive. This face wash, I hadn't used it in a while, but then one day when I went to go pick up the bottle, I realized that it was empty. When I confronted him, he laughed and he's just said, "Oh, don't worry, like, I'll buy you a new one." But then when he realized how expensive it was, he said, "Never mind." At that point, I decided to go and take inventory of all the stuff that I had in the house that I was suspicious that he had been using. And it turns out that he had actually used almost $800 worth of product just in the past 3 months. And I know he isn't naive because I've told him as I'm buying these things, these are my specific things that I need for my skin. Please don't use them. I ended up buying a safe and I put everything that I had left into the safe and then I hid the key. That way, when I go to shower and I need a product, like if I'm having a flare up or something, I know that it's there and I can just open up the safe and I can use it. But when he found out, he completely lost it. He said that I was overreacting and that I don't trust him. Now it's turned into a massive deal, and even my friends think I'm being a bit harsh. But honestly, I just can't afford to be buying this skincare excessively anymore. And he's just not taking it seriously. I don't know what else to do as I've already talked to him. Am I the a-hole? There is an update. Wow, I didn't think this was going to get much of a response. Thank you guys for shattering my rose-tinted glasses. I had a talk with one of my friends who said they had no idea he was taking more than $10 worth of products. And that explains why they were all being so harsh. Unfortunately, we do share a friend group, so the idea of breaking up seems really hard. I sat him down and decided to have a talk to try and convey how important my skincare was. The conversation went on for some time, and I actually thought he might be turning over a new leaf until he told me that the first year that we were together as a couple, and I had a few flare-ups before finding good products that actually worked for me, he told me that he had been taking my oral steroids that I was prescribed with, thinking that they would make him more buff at the gym. A whole year I battled with insecurities and unbearable pain because I wasn't able to overcome my flare-ups. Honestly, that was the thing that snapped me completely. So now I'm staying at a friend's house for the week and I'm letting him pack his things while I figure out a place to go. Thanks again to everyone who helped me realize how stupid I was being. That is absolutely unreal. So he's stealing from her. He was literally stealing from her. Not only stealing from her, he was stealing her prescribed medication. What kind of person does that? You know, you go into a relationship having some kind of level of trust. You would never think, or at least like I would never think, to check my medication bottles. That's completely unhinged. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say except for good riddance to this guy.